Jesus. Jesus would ask a person, "Follow me," and leaving behind his fishing net, he follows him. And Mary Magdalene, ignoring what other peoples are thinking of her, speaking of her, she comes and get merged and become one in Christ. What magic is this? What power is this? And one answer could be love. Have you ever experienced the first love in your life? That seeing even one glimpse of somebody, you at once feel blissful tears in your eyes, and something inside your heart makes you a feeling of a fulfillment that your soul goes and merges in that person forever. That your life, you realize that I am my beloved and my beloved is mine. This is the touch of divinity that we see. Now some concept, imagine how we recognize ourselves. How we know that how we look like. One example that we have our health body. How do we know that what is going on inside our body? We have a doctor who takes some sample of our blood or other fluids of our body or does x-ray and show us what is inside our body. Otherwise, from externally, even we ourselves unable to know that how we are, what is our status of health. The same way, if a person has never seen his face in a mirror or in a photograph, and that person meets himself or herself like you meet yourself on a street and you had never seen your face ever, how would you recognize yourself? Would you feel that that person is you? The same way, we always need a mirror or a reflection of us to recognize our face. We need some doctor or some apparatus to show us what is inside our body. The same way, our beloved becomes the mirror to show us our heart and our soul, because love is a light that you see in somebody's eyes, that somebody's eyes are yearning for you, just to see you. Somebody see you in such a way that if you are not in his life or her life would become incomplete. That her life becomes a solitary confinement, or what's the word? Prison. Yeah, prison without you, because you are the home of that person. That without you, it appears as if suffocating. She feels that, oh, this is not my place because you are not here, or he feels this way, that you are the spring of that person, that without you the greenery of her life or his life would fall down, that your absence will turn her life in lifeless desert, that you are her grey cloud of life-giving rain, that your presence brings a joy in that person's life, that eternal joy, that when we become such glory, we attain such glory of our life in somebody's eyes or somebody's life and somebody's smile, then we realize that we are not some accident in this world. We have not come accidentally in this world. That we realize that we are valuable. That we realize that in this vast world we have a role to play. That if we are not in this world, then something will remain missing in this world. At least one heart or one candle will mourn in gloominess without us. And that heart is the heart of my beloved, that at least one life will lose the music of her life or his life. Seeing yourself in the eyes of beloved, you realize the first time the meaning of life. Else, no matter how much money or whatever post we reach, or we even become celebrity, without us or without love, it's hollow. That, if you win a gold medal in Olympic game, then the person, if you fall down while running, you're an athlete, and somebody else will rejoice. Oh wow, I got the chance to win. If you are a team and your team missed to win the World Cup, then other team will become happy. They will take your place. So is every post of this world. If you have become president and if you miss to become president, then somebody else will become happy that they take your place, because this is a competitive world where people become happy if you are not there. Imagine the world was running so good even before we were born, and the same way the world will be complete without us. But when we see through the eyes of love, then without us, somebody's life becomes impossible. And this is one of a version of kingdom of heaven, that you become so valuable for somebody by your love to him or her. That person starts to feel that her life is meaningful or his life is meaningful just because of you. And Jesus says that he is the fulfillment. And apparently, when we meet our first love is not something that has happened the first time in you. First love is that you meet a person just for the first time and you feel a life belonging with that person. Like Jesus would come to a person as a stranger, but his love would say that your sorrow is my sadness too, because I love you. Whatever your sorrow is, my sadness, because I want to see you happy, because I love you. And so leave behind your illusion, whatever you are living in this world, where if you go away from that post or that place, somebody else will take even the home where we are living, and we feel this is my home. Today I live this home, so many people will be happy. Congratulations, we have home at such a good place. Or we get for free if we just live behind this home. So everybody wants to compete to take our place, but in love it's different. If we are not there, then it is incomplete in the life of somebody, and that person starts to feel meaningful when that person sees that we love them. And love of first love says that I see you, I know you, and forget all the stories of this world, but I know you, I see you. Whatever is your sorrow is my sadness too, and my love is your joy. And Jesus has always said that he loves you so much that your joy, you attain his joy and your joy becomes fulfilled. And that's the story of every kind of love. When we are in love, then we realize that we become fulfilled. And then just one touch, one glimpse of that divinity, that love is when we see that person and we give our life to that person. And Jesus says that he loves us and he calls us our friend, that he is ready to give our life for that person. When such person comes in our life who is ready to give his life for you, or dedicate his life for you, that you are so important for him, that leaving behind 99 sheep, he comes just for you and celebrate and say, rejoice, I have found my beloved. And to such person, you find that how valuable you are. You see that you are not just a fisherman. You see that you are not that person whom everybody condemn. You see that how valuable you are, and tears of love and blissful joy flow from your eyes, and you attain a home. You attain that you are meaningful. Without you, this creation was impossible. This is a gift that love gives, and God so loved the world that Jesus is here, that as if the world is impossible for God. God cannot be without this world, and God has given his essence, his everything to this world as Jesus, as love of God. The same way, when we love somebody, we give ourselves everything to that person, and that person says that, oh my God, I'm so important for you, I'm so valuable for you, and it gives urge to us to live, and we want to live. And thus life gives us power to live, and life is become fulfilled. Life becomes fulfilled. Life is the fulfillment of love, and love is fulfillment of life. So with the prayers for love in your life, I thank you for listening to these words with so much of love, and I pray that you always receive the fulfillment of your life. You attain a true picture of yourself, like the image of God in which God has made you, that you attain your kingdom, you attain your fulfillment. And I thank you so much for believing in love, for living a life to its fulfillment, and realizing that you are precious, you are important. Without you, there is somebody who cannot live. And if you are unable to find some person, then realizing that Jesus is there who cannot live without you, and you are very important for him. God is there who cannot be without you, because you are the fulfillment of everything that is created by the image of God. You are the image of God. And so thank you so much for listening to these words. I pray for you. May God bless you. Thank you so much. And it is the power of love that in the first sight first touch of that love, we find that our life current, our soul, get immersed into that person, and then we don't have to follow with our mind. We naturally follow that eternal spring that Jesus speaks. We attend that, and we attend eternity, fulfillment, success, and everything. Thank you so much. May God bless you. My prayers. Thank you, thank you, thank you.